This one is gonna be pretty insane. And every day there's less people, and you know what? It's a great signal that a massive wave might be coming. But I gotta tell you, whatever happens, I'm gonna be here with you guys till the end of time. I think we're not making a mistake in all the cryptos that I and you and we're all accumulating. DCA and it's all gonna make sense at the end of the day. What is going on, guys? And welcome. Welcome to another Sunday Night Live where we talk about crypto, what is happening, what keeps up awake at night, right? Because, man, September, it's been so far a little bit uneventful on the side of crypto doing things. But if you guys are here with me, I think we're gonna, every single Sunday, I think we see that there's something going on and really keeps me saying we're heading in the right path of the innovators, of the early adopters. If you like crypto, obviously blockchain, no fear is really shouldn't arrive to our wallets. No fear. It's just all gonna make sense. That's one of the things I like to remind myself that you and I always like to watch those people buying Bitcoin at $100, ADA at less than $1, or Ethereum at $100, right? But they had the opportunity to buy because they bought it back in the day in the early cycles. So right now we are approaching another one, 2024, 2020. So I'll tell you what's happening, why it's gonna be bombshell after bombshell. We have CPI data coming up Wednesday, and FTX about to liquidate a bunch of crypto, over $3 billion in crypto. So is that gonna affect the markets? I think the chances are yes. Shiba Inu and Cronos. Let's talk about with the Shiba Army and Cronos Army. What is happening, guys? Make some noise in the chat. Don't forget to smash the like button and consider subscribing. Welcome once again. We are live, and that's one of the greatest blessings of all. Cheers, guys. And oh man, I'm getting ready and stretching as always. And I like to see you guys in the chat. So, what a week, you know. I'm showing you right now what the prices are looking so far. Macro, right? Just macro. Opening up. Macro, what is happening? We are seeing consolidation last weeks for the price of Bitcoin. I'm seeing the 4 hour and doesn't really create any pattern right now for Bitcoin, which is fine. It is what it is. It happens, right? I think we are heading in a direction. Well, let's just end here. We're ending 2023, and historically speaking, September hasn't been the greatest for comebacks, but October has. So September, no. October has. So we'll see what happens, right? I think we'll see what happens. And I'm happy for it. How's the fear and greed happening right now? Fear right now, but it's not the bad one. It's really not the fear that you're wondering to just give up and quit because all of our money is in zero. No, this fear is because nothing's happening. Yeah, these fears have, it's just nothing is really going on, and that makes some investors fearful and about everything. It happens. Going on, Marcus, Mayo, crypto, welcome. So this type of market we have right now, it doesn't fit in the agenda of a lot of people that wanna get 10x every single day. Okay, mark my words. I know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna get into CPI in just a second. This one, there's a lot of news. There's a lot of updates, right? I mean, even when, here's the funny thing, even when the market is absolutely doing nothing, there's something going on when it comes to the news. It just doesn't impact any price. That's why people leave, because they get extremely bored. And I'm still here and you guys are still here. So I'm really, really happy for I think the learning experience is gonna show us a lot once the bull, right? Because we know nothing keeps going forever. And knowing that, you know when to sell, right? What is the market impact, right? As FTX prepares to liquidate 3.4 billion in cryptos. I am not too informed when what FTX is doing, what the new CEO of FTX is doing. I'm not really into a lot. But what I can tell you is what they're looking to do is probably liquidate more and more holdings, reserves, whatever, right? That's, I think, what they're trying to do. And well, you can only imagine now a couple of billions of dollars in cryptos. Well, if the market, guys, I you might remember when we were talking that Elon Musk liquidated hundreds of millions of dollars in Bitcoin. Remember? I believe that happened weeks ago. A little bit about like a month ago or so, that we were having that conversation. Well, if this happens, I will need to get more in touch with this news and see what's happening. Well, I think it does gonna have a somewhat of an effect, and it might bring prices down much more lower. So can this be another opportunity for you and I to get some discounts? The answer to that is yes. Cheers, guys. Welcome. Because this company might hold some cryptos, right? For sure. So everybody, we have the CI data. This is one that I think is gonna bring a lot of delicious movement in the market. This one, because the last one was August the 10th. This one comes a month later, September 13, in 3 days from now. Happening. What's going on, Quinn? Happy to have you. Welcome. We are seeing more CPI, and I'm gonna tell you the core CPI. I'm gonna show you the normal CPI. And where you can take from those is normal CPI. The expectations is gonna grow. The core CPI, the expectation is that it can go down. Um, the bottom line to this, guys, is inflation is not going down at the speed that the Federal Reserve's, right? What happens is more federal funds rate interest rate hikes are coming. That's one thing that we learned roughly about 3 weeks ago. More interest rate hikes are coming, meaning it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Now more. It's gonna hurt more. I know, guys. How in the world? Let me show you this. How in the world are we gonna continue experiencing more bloodbath in the markets, guys? This is the despair, desolation, and complete horror stage, right? Desperation stage for a lot of altcoins, right? There's not gonna be any standing at the end. I will be because I know me. I know how I can play this crypto game. I know it. Um, just make sure you also are aware how you're gonna play it, right? Just simple as, I mean, guys. Besides crypto, we have rent payments, we have car payments, we have mortgage payments, we have family payments, we have food, we have so much going, right? A lot of people need to understand that crypto payments, I think it should be at the lowest priority if you have a lot of response, right? That's common sense for someone who has a lot of responsibilities. Um, I've seen this market since 2022 when we turned the page on a bull market into a super long crash year 2020. And I was like, turn the page to 2023, and I'm like, oh, this still so it's probably gonna be now 2 years at the end of this year of waiting. So 2 years I've been waiting with you and DCA and in some positions and trying to make sense of other positions, right? But there's some other more important expenses in my life and in your life. If you cannot buy crypto in a month or in a quarter, that's totally fine. That is totally fine. No one should feel ashamed that you're in the crypto game and you're not buying crypto. Totally fine, guys, because this is not a game at the end of the day. This is our money, and some crypto projects need a lot to show and prove to us. Patrick, what's going on, my friend? Welcome, Patrick. Keep it up, of course. We're barely starting, right? We're barely starting the live. If you enjoy what you're hearing, don't smash the like button and consider subscribing. Oscar Ramos in the house for a Sunday night live where we come every. I could also do it more often, but right now because nothing is happening too much, I'm not doing many lives. But guys, when it's the bull market, we are live a bunch of times. We have Papa Powell right now printing money, which, by the way, we have CPI data this month, and we have FOMC meeting happening this month. So September could be bearish with all of the news that I just told you. It could be really bearish because we have the FTX stuff, right? We have the SEC. We have the delay on the spot Bitcoin ETF. Remember? Haven't forgot. Then we have the May increase of the interest rate hike and inflation coming higher and FOMC. I thought August was the end. No, guys. So here we go back to the promised land, right? We are coming down to earth because I think we're gonna make sense of this and we're gonna hold it. But um, maybe you need someone to tell it to you like it is, and understand that if you cannot buy crypto a month, it's fine. I mean, food is more important, right? Absolutely, food is. I mean, no question. Love food. We love food. Well, anyway, right now, price of Bitcoin hasn't done anything that I could tell you. You know what? We're gonna explode. No, I mean it's just what it is. Bitcoin right now is when you go more macro and you go, go down and then big picture. Then I could tell you, well, we haven't gone past this price check. We do have some levels of support. We broke the price channel here. So where's next for Bitcoin? Well, I mean, we are hovering in this 25,000 level of support. One important thing about Bitcoin right now, if we talk about price prediction and price analysis, is this Bart Simpson shape price pattern in the short term. These guys tell me that whales and bears and bulls are just watching it like hawks, right? Every pump it dumps because people are not letting it go. Meaning, no top 50 altcoin is going to run. No top 50 altcoin is going to run. No Shiba Inu, no Cronos, no XRP. It's just not going to run because no one is going to let it go. Everybody's looking for liquidity at the end of the day. So that's it. I mean, that's one conclusion, right? That's one conclusion. Kavil, welcome. Agent, welcome. Harry, what's going on, guys? Good evening. Welcome, welcome. Happy to see you all here. You just hit 100K Crow, aiming for 200. Marcus, all the best, brother. All the best. Really happy to hear those great achievements because, I became a little bit personal with my last Cronos video where I told you, the 50 cents to 5 cents. Obviously, I knew some people were going to take it as, you dummy, why you bought at 50 cents and didn't sell later on, so you couldn't be in this position of going back to 5 cents. Because I understand that I don't need to swap my CRO to another token so I can stop my loss in quotes because I haven't sold anything. I haven't lost any money because I haven't sold anything. That's the first rule of crypto. Yes, I'm down. That's it. I'm down. You are down. But can it go up? Depends on which crypto you buy. If you're buying baby crazy Elon Shiba Inu, it probably super over for you because that's a meme coin. And I wouldn't recommend anyone, in my opinion, to get into a meme coin. I always, when I talk about projects that reach out to the channel, I leave it to you clear, right? But when it comes to Cronos or Shiba Inu, right, the original one, the OG, it's a different story. Different story. So, FYI. Right now, Bitcoin. Now let's go to Shiba Inu, right? Let's go to the 1 hour and see where is our friend Shiba Inu coin, Shiba Inu token ERC20 with Shibarium launched this week on Shiba Inu. I was listening a lot from Lucy and from all the teams. Well, I mean, everyone is now turning the page for utility, for progress, for growth, and it's just the singing of wait until we back in the promised land of Shivarium blasting off to the moon. It's all about utility and usage. So Shiba Inu taking time, and it's not gonna become a 301 tomorrow. So is Shiba Inu moving? We talked about of a pattern, right? But as of right now, it did went up just a tiny bit today, which is good. I'm gonna hide this for now, just for a second. But for Shiba Inu, nothing really relevant when the price has happened. I'm expecting that this week, with Bitcoin rising or something, more important for the price, something is that's what I'm expecting. Because other than that, right now Shiba Inu kind of like behaving like Crow in a way, which you and I know Crow. We went up a little bit from 48 to 53. That for Crow, guys, that is 10%. That is exactly an amazing return for a lot of the people that are selling right now. Cronos went 10%. Yes, it did. Where is the Crow army right now? Raise your hand. Let me know, because if you are watching this live as a Cronos holder, as a Shiba Inu holder, I cannot tell you enough, stress enough that there's just a few people that hate us and don't want to see us living. But there's so much that don't comment anything, videos and in tweets, but they're faithful, loyal soldiers of the army. That's what's happening, right? So the criticism always expands and is louder, but I'm pretty sure that we're gonna melt a lot of faces eventually. We're gonna melt a lot of faces, and it's about time. It's just that let's go ahead and bring the one and only, the one that I always use, guys. I always use for when I get this personal in my lives. I always use this one. We're here, right? I remember. Oh, it happened again. It's just like it acts up. Wow, it went all the way back. Okay, okay. Slowly, there you go. Gets crazy. I don't know why. We are getting closer and closer till the end of the Bitcoin halving, and it's taking us forever. For some reason, the price of Bitcoin hasn't done anything, but what I'm thinking is what I'm thinking is that sometimes we've seen it before. It takes years to finally get out of a range, let's say of the buy zone, accumulate zone. It takes years, but oftentimes it takes weeks to explode to levels that you've never seen it before. Problem is that it doesn't stay months that place, it stays weeks, like right now. Here it exploded Bitcoin like a maniac, and then it went down, then exploded once again and down. It stayed here from February all the way to May. So a couple of months, and then immediately down. So, and this was a bull market. This was right. So in theory, guys, we are gonna be holding for a while here until the price of Bitcoin and we pass the Bitcoin halving. That's kind of what I'm expecting for us, right? So in the meantime, stretch and whatever you can DCA, because I'm pretty positive that everyone who's holding Shiba Inu and Bitcoin and all the whales that we've been talking on Etherscan, remember? All the whales holding this guy, they're gonna get their money back. Some people will continue holding even though we are at a great price for SHIB, but other people like me, we're gonna cash out, leave some, and just repeat the process because the cycle has to be respected. Do you think BRICS will help bring crypto price up? China is crypto mining. However, the rest of the countries are pretty positive to crypto. BRICS, the de-dollarization, right, of the dollar in the world, it's gonna bring a lot of division for the United States. That's the main goal for BRICS. They're tired of the dollar, right? So, how will Bitcoin play out? That's something. It's above my pay grade to tell you a very professional answer. But what I can tell you is countries that are superpowers like Russia, China, the US, Germany, they like and don't like Bitcoin, right? Because they want to have power. That's one of the reasons governments are government, right? They want to have control. You are not gonna tell the United States to choose Bitcoin only because then the president now in charge. What is the purpose of Jerome Powell? What's the purpose of the of Congress, right? At some point, you need someone who can tell you what and what not. But can we get to that point, total centralization? Yes, but it's gonna take a lot of regulation, compliance, rules, laws. That's from everything that I've seen, that I've learned, that I've grown into crypto. BRICS, it's just gonna bring more countries together, right? Brazil, Russia, China, India, and I think I'm forgetting one, but Iran, I believe, or something. But the point is, it's inevitable and it's coming. It's inevitable and it's coming. So, yes. In your opinion, would Shiba Inu drop 6 zeros from 5 to 6 zeros? That is a great question. And you know what? 5 zeros is the lowest we have seen years. 6 zeros Shiba Inu. 6 zeros Shiba Inu is gonna destroy people's souls. It's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna occur because you have at that level have a lot of whales that are willing to buy the rest, right? I don't think it's gonna happen. 6 zeros Shiba Inu means that massive exchanges and whales liquidate, and I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think so. That is super low with everything that Shiba Inu is. But that's a great question. That's a great question. Shiba Supreme, what's going on, guys? The operator, I don't know. Looks like most cryptos are still in a very, very bearish fall. I agree. Comparing the full charts from start to now, you can clearly see something's about to happen. I actually really like your comment, but I'm gonna pin it. I think people can get some perspective, and let me comment on this. Um, yeah, I do agree with that too, because man, like I don't know how many good news Bitcoin needs to finally wake up, right? I think it's time, but it's just that the cycle has to be respected, and still are away from the halving. And remember, halving was 2021 and now 2024, but or 2020, 2024, but the bull market happened a year after halving. So we are in that period of time of just waiting and accumulating. Because guys, it's not easy to buy right now. And I'm like I just told you minutes ago, there are other more important priorities like food, rent, mortgage, family, car payments, and stuff. People, over 50% of people in the United States live paycheck to paycheck. It's true, it's real. It's real. People are not being heard in this economy under Biden. And I'm gonna say it because I'm not stupid. I have a brain, and I can tell you that I lived in the Trump administration and I'm living in the Biden administration. And I mean, I'm telling you the facts, fam. It was much better back then. That's it. I've said it. I've said it. Economy, it's not easy, right? But as crypto investors, I mean, we found crypto at the end of the what I did, right? At the end of the previous administration, and now with this one, well, we are pushing through. We got this president. We got the bear market. What's gonna happen? This current president leaves with another president coming in that is full economy mode, United States, no billion sent to Ukraine. I mean, that's in my opinion, something like that could help you. Because we need desperate help for this one. And this is just me telling you what it is, the way I see it. People can agree, people can disagree. That's fine. Welcome to YouTube and welcome to the world 2023. Nobody's gonna cancel it, but it's just what it is, fam. Crypto in 2021, 2022, and 2023. Right now, we don't have an administration that loves crypto, that welcomes crypto. Last year, we talked about the White House, what was it? Digital currency agenda, paper, whatever. They don't like us. Like us. Um, so to the question to the from the operator, right? Something big is about to happen. That about to happen might be in a couple more months. We're still here, and I love it. Don't forget to smash the like button, everybody, and consider subscribing, guys. That'll help a lot. Welcome aboard. Welcome, welcome. Really, really happy to have you all here because it's little by little. It's little by little. Francisco, welcome. Super happy to have you. Really, really happy to have you. Just about 200,000 H bar. H bar buying and quant buying. Welcome. That's awesome. That's two that I need to get into actually. Bro has been all spikes upside, and why? Johnny, it might be because main city and also because of sometimes Crow does that. Cronos token, the CRO token does have a pump, and so right now it's 5.2. That's in the ballpark of people getting more, which is if we go CRO sense, that's because it happened. But right now, if we are within 5 cents, just as that, it's just no. Yeah. The current Shiba Inu token supply of 500 trillion is way too high for it to drop many zeros, Peter says. Well, Peter, I agree with you, but with Shibarium, give it a couple of years, and with all the usage, trillions are going to start being. That's my answer to you. Here's a question. How much Shiba Inu will burn with Shibarium starts running out? Well, that is exactly what I just said, right? Everyone, if you're in the Shiba Inu army, listen to this. I've been listening, reading, and you know, allowing my radar to welcome all of those insights. And I've been telling you in the videos. But the bottom line is, we know from the team that a burn portal is it's in the works for the burn to happen, more burn to happen, and we know that Shibarium is going to help. Thing is that we don't have enough volume to burn that amount of Shiba Inu. It's going little by little, little by little. So we need basically a bull market for Shiba Inu to really kick off main burns to drop the price through the decrease in circulating supply. That's it. That's it. So just give it some time. You're speaking facts, Oscar. Thank you so much, Shiba Prima. Appreciate it. And welcome. Welcome for sure. Legacy, happy to see you. Welcome. Right now, the best coins before it dump. It's true. Hey, Gustavo. What's going on, guys? Happy to see you all here. Got my water, got everything ready, which is good. So this week, I'm going to turn to a very important subject to explain it now more, right? It's time for me to explain. I'm going to make a video later on this week, just especially on this one, but the CPI. What is happening with this? It's coming in 3 days, and this is it. This is the core inflation CPI. This is the normal CPI. Why is it important for you as an investor? Back in June, we got 3. Was one of the biggest drops since May, 4.1 to 3. For July, we got 3.2, meaning we went up. We went up. That is normal CPI US inflation rate, right? This is the core inflation. Core inflation, we went from 5.3, 4.8, 4.7. They're high, still high. But core shows a decrease. The normal shows a hike. Right now for August, which is going to be happening and releasing in 3 days, the consensus and the forecast so far is 4.5, 4.3. So this is where they are looking like it's going out under the core inflation. For the normal inflation, 3.6, 3.4, which is higher. Okay. So one of the reasons I added our friend, well, not friend, but Jerome Powell on the thumbnail is because he is going to increase the inflation, the federal funds rate. He's going to do it. He said it already, and that is going to bring, hopefully, the inflation rate lower. That's the goal, right? To make things expensive. But on trying to secure a loan, borrow money from student loans, whatever, that affects a lot. Inflation's and the rates for anything continue higher, and it becomes a mess. So it is the problem we have right now, in crypto and in the markets. We are not also running. One of the reasons is because the whole problem with inflation, right? Spending too much, producing and leaving a bunch of billions to other different places. So this is important. Obviously, fam, we have a couple more FOMC schedule. We have one come to here, and it should be coming on the 19th to the 20th. So you're seeing it right there on the screen. September 19th to the 20th FOMC meeting. Then we have another one October, November, and the last one. So they can increase the interest rate, and that interest rate can continue rallying and going higher and just making our life impossible to really have amazing pump, because what we needed, and we talked a lot about it, we got the interest rate pause, remember? And we all went crazy. Then we had an interest rate hike, previous one. Now, probably going to have another interest rate hike in the next coming two FOMCs until we see that the rate continues down. So it all affects how prices are more expensive, how borrowing is more expensive, and it's just going to come to a point that, hoping that inflation goes to a point of 2%, 2%. At that point, the federal funds rate, the FOMC committee, Jerome Powell, is going to say enough is enough. We see inflation steady, not moving, no more intervention, right, from the committee. And that's when they're going to start reducing with interest rate cuts. Once we hear the first interest rate cut, then that will be bullish for crypto. More money and better for a lot of people, right? So that is important. That is one thing that is just going to affect a lot of people, right? Obviously, also another one, but FY. Top of the world, Jamie. That's for sure. That's for sure. That's just what it is, guys. September only down, November only up. Buy in September, sell before December. Avil, welcome. Usually September we have it down. It's just one of those months that it's really down and heavy for a lot of people. October, it's when things start to come back up. That's what happens. We are at the end of the year, so almost, the end of starting this new quarter. So I think it's a lot of reasons. That's good. That's one thing exciting. So everybody, that's the inflation for sure. I think we're just kind of waiting on what's to happen, but I'll let more people know for sure. There's of course a lot of great differences, especially this one, Ripple. Specific price analysis. When it comes to Ripple, there's obviously a lot of price predictions that are way out of my ballpark. I made a video earlier today, earlier this week, talking about why there's a chance for a $10 XRP. That's the same market capitalization as Bitcoin, right? Because XRP it does deserve that valuation based on what it is. But that's, of course, nothing compared to other price predictions. So if we say that Bitcoin can go to, it's crazy, guys. It's crazy the price predictions some people have about Bitcoin, because it's right now not even 100,000, but there's people saying Bitcoin can go to $1 million. If Bitcoin goes to $1 million, then Ethereum going to 100,000, it becomes no craziness, right? Or going to 50,000. Ethereum having the same value as one Bitcoin right now becomes no crazy talk if Bitcoin goes to 1 million. But for that to happen, Bitcoin has to be the native token, native coin of the world, which is it's probably gonna be past our lives. I mean, that's just an idea, right? It's gonna take a long time. At that point, you can only imagine what the price speculation for Shiba Inu, for Cronos, for HBAR, for Quant, for XP. So it just takes that belief. As of right now, let me present to you red. Guys, it's all red. Nothing is going on. Let's go to the bubbles. Let's go to my awesome crypto bubbles and let's pick the month. Guys, there it is. There you have it. I'll be back in just a second. There you have it. Absolutely boring. Two tokens that I have no idea. And in the week, We start to see a little bit more, but nothing XLM only render. Just a few ones in the year has absolutely destroying a lot of people. OKB, OKX, the exchange, which by the way, I cannot believe it, right? Honestly, I don't know what they're doing, but it's just insane, honestly. What the price of OKB is. And where's the tokens that that here's even Dogecoin. That Dogecoin hasn't done much, but 12-cent valuation all the way back to 6, so it's lost 50% of the price of the all-time high here in the last year. And then of course we have Shiba Inu with a 44% the last this year. 401, 4015, and then down. Then somewhere we have our Cronos token, our CRO, which I cannot find it, but you might find it here. Let's see. There you go. 57, 50. I was going to say 57 cents. 5 cents from a 11-cent valuation, roughly September 2022. So last year, guys, CRO Cronos was 2x from what it is right now. Isn't that crazy? And last year, I remember, guys, it was when Dogecoin and Terra Luna were in deep trouble. It was when the beginning of FTX. It was the beginning of, well, not even FTX. It was like 3 Arrows Capital. It was Celsius. Guys, it's just 1 year. And in all that time, Cronos has lost half its value from the price back in the day. So given the fact that we're still looking at another year for an altcoin season and Cronos continues losing the value, the answer is yes, because altcoins can go as low as they could. I mean, there's not a bottom, but when it comes to a bull market, they can also rise to levels that it has seen. Crypto is not altcoins are not stable coins, right? They're not stable coins. They're not gonna just stop at one. They can go much higher and much lower. So be advised for sure. That's pretty much what can happen. BlackRock and JP Morgan changed September. Cavill. Look at Matic down 42%. Where's Matic? Oh, here it is. There you go. There's look at ADA. Look at Cardano, fam. Man, and there's a lot of people loving Cardano. Where's the ADA fam? Cardano. Charles Hoskins, right? I holding mine on the Joroi wallet. I haven't added Cardano in a while. I haven't bought Cardano at all, really, but I'm just holding the one. Look at Gala. Look at LUNC, guys. LUNC was 304. Now it's 405. 87% down. Look at Gala. Completely destroyed too. Look at Polkadot. Look at FTX. $27 a year. So a year ago, we were already seeing, guys, it was like crazy stuff. It was already going down and boom, absolutely destruction in November. November was the pinnacle of the destruction for FTX. So just look at this. We are heading that. So it's been a year. Remember, one of the things that we talked about back then was what happened with FTX pushes down years. Chris Marsalek said that. Binance, CC said it, that we weren't going to notice it at that time. We were going to notice it later. Why is it taking longer than usual? Because of what happened with FTX, pushing the entire industry much further apart. It is what it is. And I think we're seeing it because there's people now getting super frustrated saying, oh, why it's so boring? Why is it not moving? We're still here, but guys, it's just what it is. And a lot of people see us as the punching bags. It is what it is. Francisco Gabriel, what's going on, buddy? Casper is another great project, new build. It has some key feature. Thank you, bro. I'll go ahead and pin your comment. So if people want to take a look at Casper, can do it. Thanks for the info, Oscar. My pleasure, of course, as always. I remember last year people were satisfied with next bull run by 2024. I reckon next bull run will arrive 2025. Yeah, bro, I remember so well. Before FTX, we were like, it's all right. Terra Luna, it's fine. I mean, they died, but we can still go up in 2024 or at the end of 2023. We're bullish. We're bullish. Then FTX came and changed the whole ball game. FTX really changed everything because once you have a big exchange down that way, have a lot of venture capitalists, you have a lot of whales and angel investors. Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people are gonna start losing faith in the crypto and not buying enough. That's one thing that helped a lot in 2021. We didn't have such huge BitConnects, right? It was just that one, and that's it. But now people can always look back at FTX and say, so some of the hurdles we have to overcome as an industry. Bull run 2024, my prediction. I don't think it's gonna happen, brother. But according to the historically speaking, takes months after halving. Halving is on March 2024, so it could take end of 2024 or somewhat in Q2 of 2025. So it's we have some time. Just that we have to be, and I hate to say it, but if we have to be patient, and I hate to say it, but it is what it is. You need to pay your bills, Johnny. Yeah, everyone will have to pay our bills. You're gonna be buying Pro if it drops to 4 cents. Guys, I just told you I bought at 50 cents. I didn't buy it at 90. I didn't buy it at 80. I didn't buy it at 70. I didn't buy it at 60. I didn't buy it at 50 something. I bought it at 51, 52. I waited and waited and bought it half of the price top. And I still get heat. Oh man, it is what it is. It is what it is. Welcome to crypto YouTube, right? I gotta tell you, fam, you have no idea how many people on YouTube were back when it was hot, when it was easy to make videos and get views and get everything because everybody will watch. Nowadays, it's really you and that's it. And whoever survived, well, welcome, right? But just know that the sea of red um, is accompanied by some green one, right? And if you made it with this, look at XRP, obviously, with station, it helped a lot. But this month has been weak, has been uneventful, has been really, really red. We are hoping that we're gonna change that later for sure, and I think that's where we're heading with the CPI coming with this FTX preparing, maybe some what do you call it, liquidation, right? Despite positive news about Visa and potential spot ETF, Ethereum, and so FTX pending 3 billion liquidation could be dictating market movement. However, panic might be premature. Mentioned that even if FTX secures approval by September 13th, the liquidation might not kick off immediately. So, one thing, this is something that I was looking at some of my colleagues, FTX holding as of January 17. So far, this is what they have. More assets have been discovered in the meantime. So, Solana was dropping a lot because it is tied with FTX. So, see what happens. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit more due diligence. Rumors suggest that FTX potentially receiving this liquidation green light by September 13th. So, how exciting, right? Not really. I'm just messing, but it is what it is, fam. So, questions, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the chat right now. Let's open up Q&A for a while, really quick, and then boom. It is what it is, guys. Shout out to all my Crow fam. Here it is, right? Shout out to all the main citizens, the Loaded Lions. Shout out to all the Shiba Inu holders, to all the Crow fam, and to everyone holding the good OG Bitcoin. Shout out to all of you guys. Sure. Um, ugh, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Also, if you want to know the latest of my thoughts and news comments, try to follow me on Twitter at Real Oscar Ramos One. There's a lot of scam accounts as any other person with a community on Twitter. So be careful with that, please. Just make sure that you are following the one with the blue check mark, and that's me. The last thing that I tweeted was, might not be much, but Crow is number 2 gainer. Those enjoy the highs, the rise. Guys, no, we're gonna be fine. It is what it is. We're gonna be fine. We know it. I know it. I'm pretty positive it's all gonna happen. I believe I have this one. Also important, explaining Bitcoin Congress in 2018. Guys, one day we're all gonna have our redemption crypto bull market and financial freedom. Do you hold quant? I do not hold any quant. Should I? Yeah, I should hold some. How do you define what an altcoin is? Anything but Bitcoin. That's what an crypto, but just not Bitcoin. That's what it is. Spend time with family and forget about crypto for a while. Couldn't agree more with that, brother. We're in a bad time, but we know what does good. Good time, of course. I completely agree. Go ahead and enjoy. You can handle the truth. Truth is that we'll continue staying here on YouTube and Twitter for another year, and we might be in Bitcoin under $40,000, right? So, but just remember one thing, and one thing, sure, like there's no way to hide the truth that Bitcoin starts running once Cronos starts running and Shiba Inu starts running. You're not gonna stop it, and it's very likely that a lot of people are gonna say, "I should have." Oh, that is the best phrase in all crypto dictionary. I should have. Because today we have the opportunity, but in a couple of years or months, we're going to say, I should have. And that's when you're going to realize the important time we had in our hands and you didn't do anything about it. I'm just saying it. Some people get it, some people don't. But the people who do, I've seen it, guys. I was there. Prices went so high that I was like, I remember sending money to my bank to Gemini and Coinbase every single week, buying crypto, buying. Hey, but at the end of the day, we all have to learn in our own way, right? That's just what it is. That's it. But right now it's hard, and it's supposed to be this way, and I wouldn't change. I wouldn't change it for. Um, so learn before to come to crypto market. Absolutely. Oscar, what's your thoughts on Milady coin? I don't have any Milady coin. I know it became really popular on crypto.com app. I believe it's a meme coin, right? But if it is, I'm happy that the community is really big. I've seen it. Thank you, Oscar. Anytime, John. At what price Crow you will buy some more, Chronos? Um, at this price, I'm not. I mean, if I was in the market to buy Crow, I would buy it right now. I'm not waiting for a price target right now for right now. There's really not much of a difference if you buy Crow at 4 cents than at 5 cents. That was me. That was me, right? I would always ask, can I buy Dogecoin right now? Can I buy Shiba Inu right now? I should have bought it because prices, it really is just gonna make you so much money that you are not really be concerned whether you buy it at 5. But that's just the way that I do things, right? Because I'm here to hold and stake. hold and take the good projects. How is Shiba Inu going to run without burns from Shiba Inu? All the hype about Shiba Inu burns was a lie. It's so sad. Shiba Inu is gonna burn, my friend. It's just it hasn't really um it's just not there yet when it comes to burn trillion level prediction. But it's still doing it, just not at a rate that a lot of people want it. Because you can bring Shibarium. Listen, you can launch Shibarium in a bear market, fine, but doesn't mean that they're all gonna adopt it in the bear market. Probably gonna do that in the bull market, right? And that's when you only the kind of rising, but the burns rising. That's gonna create a an escape the price to go nuts. That's just what it is. Francisco says we survived the bear marketing and in 25 will receive the biggest wealth transfer in history. Hey, I get it, Francisco. I think you get it too. For sure. I mean, absolutely. It is that's why it's also important to diversify because I gotta tell you something. I mean, some tokens might come back. Some tokens might not make it at the day, but a lot of the ones we hold will, for sure. Never put all your eggs in one basket. That's exactly what I'm saying. Literally, that's exactly what I just said without seeing that coming. Remember what I told you about how to investing, about Gemini? Um, Big money I had in both of them. Two of them are, I'm still waiting for my back because I'm still in litigation and in process with lawsuits and everything. But I didn't put all my money in Gemini Earn, and I didn't put all my money in how to invest. I diversified well. I have good money, but it's just that I'm not gonna put six figures in one thing, knowing that it's super risky sometimes to put that money in crypto, right? In one place, spread out, better. So yes, 2025, let's go. Get your backs ready. That is why the thumbnail of this live is be ready. Absolutely. Because you never know, right? Bitcoin is going to just explode like this, and our thumbnails and titles will be, yes, we're back. But reality is just a fake pump, right? But we're all, everyone is just not going to believe it once it's the real pump. We're going to be like, it's a bull trap. It's a bull trap. And then it's going to keep going. It still is a bull trap. It still is a bull, and it's just going to keep going. Oh, okay, I think we're back. I think we're, and then just, yes, we're back. And then all hype gets loose, and then FOMO kicks in, and then the mass media is like, we were wrong. And then Jim Cramer is like, it's a scam. And then that's a bullish signal, right? Jim Cramer being budding about Bitcoin and crypto is a bullish signal. Just do the opposite of Jim Cramer and you're gonna be fine, and that's it. Just gonna all take its course eventually. Price to buy is now. Don't wait for the magical numbers. I mean, it's just difficult to really wait for those numbers, right, Francisco? Because you don't know. Nothing is guaranteed, right? I do play main city. I do have my land. Yeah, I do. Shiba Inu is gonna spike in 2024, no doubt. That's what we're all waiting, brother. Sure. Still holding tectonic. AM token. You sold it. Also MMF. You sold some Crow. But my main champ for all this will be Bolt. Got it. Got it. Kudos to the Bolt all army. Happy to see you guys here too. That's nice. How safe is taking Crow coins on Crow DeFi? In my opinion, one of the safest. That is why I do it. I know Crypto.com introduced their Earn Plus. I told you about it. I'm like, no, just gonna stay on my. I'm fine there. But Earn Plus is for the stable coin, right? USD for sure. All right. Those were awesome questions, guys. Honestly, you are the best. You are best. And I'm so happy to have you. And I'm so happy to be with like-minded people, fudders, and also great people, right? We're all coming together. Because in the end, once Shiba Inu starts pumping like a maniac, I'm not gonna see so many hate comments. Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, we love Shiba Inu. Oh, I knew it. Oh, yes." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, sure." I know, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know that you were always bullish, for sure. Oh, my friends. Well, please be safe. If you haven't done so, don't forget to smash the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. Turn on those notification bells so you know about all the updates when we go live and more. Tomorrow should be a fun day. And whatever happens, we are going to have fun. There's the 1 hour. 1 hour Sunday Night Live. That's the check for me because we just had tons of great insights, info, and conversation. If anything, let me know. Join my Patreon. The link is down below. Go ahead and join crypto.com with the link down below and more things ready for you to make some extra bucks today. See you next time, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thanks to all my members who came, to all the new members and subscribers and viewers. Got it. See you next time, everybody. Thanks for watching. Peace. Let's go. Have a good one, guys.